All right, greetings Transformers, Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. here with you guys live. Here we are back again on Sunday. This is the beginning of the broadcast week for you guys. Send a shout out to those persons who've been diligently following us. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you guys. You always seem to spark some motivation in us by sending out your comments and your questions, so we say thank you for that. And so this week is a little different. No, not necessarily different, but I want to focus on something that I think that we've all had an opportunity or been experienced with, and that is obstacles. So this week's transformational vitamin is obstacles. Okay, and for those persons who are newly joining us and you begin to join us, if this is your first time joining us, we welcome you. I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr., and this is the Transformers Academy, where I provide a number of resources on a transformational level. That is, we try to give you things that you can begin to transform certain areas in your life, whether it's personal or professional. We talk about transformation as it relates to something that is evolving, something that is continuously moving, and something that we can have a beginning and an ending point so that we can bring some things to fruition. Many of you have sought some things out that you've wanted to do. You've set some goals, you've had some aspirations, but some of those things haven't come to play. Some of them haven't come to full fruition. And so my goal is to make sure from the transformational vitamin is that I begin to talk about something that you can readily use on a personal level and in your professional careers. Those persons that follow us, you know that the Transforming Academy, we really focus what we do on 5 areas of transformation that I believe that we've all gone through, or at some point will have an opportunity to evolve in a transformation manner. Those are your spiritual relationships that transform into things that we worked on, our relationships, our health, our spiritual growth, our careers and education. All these things, you begin to think about where are you now in your walk in those areas, or where you were with those things maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, a month, maybe last week, and maybe now you want to shift focus. So that's what I try to do. And we do it because we enjoy doing it. We enjoy having you guys on, and we appreciate your time. So as always, I posted on Sundays a new vitamin of the week. And so the transformational vitamin for this week is obstacles and encouragement. And let me say something about the two, because I believe that they're closely correlated. They go hand in hand. And so if you're a person who've had some obstacles in the past, if you're someone who's dealing with some obstacles now, or if you're someone like most of us will have some obstacles in the future, as we all do, then you're in the right place. But the second part of the whole obstacles and being able to identify those things comes with a sense of encouragement or lack thereof. And so many times when we experience these obstacles and challenges and things that are set forth in front of us, we tend to sometimes don't have the encouragement that we need. That is, we lack the support from friends, family, people that may be closest to us, people who may know us and know about us, but not necessarily support the things that we're trying to do. And so if you're one of those people who had some challenges and some obstacles that you're dealing with, but you lack the encouragement from those persons closest to you or who you feel should be encouraging you, I want you to tune in this week, because all this week I'm going to give you small things that you can use, step-by-step process of how to almost self-encourage yourself in the time of massive obstacles and things that you may be struggling with. We have to be able to find a way so that in lieu of being encouraged by others, we find a way to encourage ourselves. And I'm sure that some of you have had some obstacles. You may have lacked the support from others. So we want to make sure that this week is clearly focused on not just the obstacles, but also the encouragement or lack thereof encouragement when in fact these obstacles and challenges come our way. So I want you to begin this week by beginning to think about what obstacle that you have right now or that you've had in the past that has been a hindrance to you getting something that you wanted. For instance, for an example, some of you may sought out to start your own businesses, start your own schools, your ministries, something that you desired or had a desire to do, you began, but then there were the obstacles that came. The lack of money, the lack of resources, the lack of knowledge, the lack of ideas and creativity, the lack of whatever it was that became an obstacle for you. It stopped you from moving forward. And so you can think about a number of things that came your way that were obstacles that you wish you had some tools or some help so that you can defeat those obstacles, those challenges, and move forward. Okay, am I with you? Okay, I hope so. So let's talk. Ask your question. This week we begin the transformational vitamin with the question of obstacles. How have you been able to overcome your obstacles and get what you want? And if you haven't, why or why not? So you may have lacked the knowledge or the intuition as to what to do when some obstacles come. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I believe that there is, we can overcome any obstacle, everything. I believe that there is a solution to every problem. The critical element that comes in is finding what works for us, because what works in the way I overcome my obstacles may not work for you and the next person, and likewise. You may be able to overcome an obstacle in a way that I can't. And so at the end of the day, we've got to find what really works for us. People have challenges of addictions. We've been talking about addictions in the last couple of weeks. We talked about setbacks, challenges, family, money, all kind of obstacles that really take us out of our focus, take us out of our mindset, and really take us off of the course of us really going and getting what we want and what we desire. I know you're one of those people. I know you're someone who wanted something but you didn't, and so now at this point now you've begun to scratch your head and you wonder, why couldn't I overcome that obstacle? What could I have done differently to overcome that obstacle? And that's what I want to talk to you about this week. So I want you all to think about that as we close this broadcast out for today, and join me again tomorrow at 7 p.m. As we begin to give you tools and things that you can do dealing with some challenges and obstacles that you may have right now. In the meantime, I want you to send me, if you're watching this video, get a chance to see me talking about this, I want you to go to DrAngeloReynolds.com and send me emails and questions so that we can come back on the air tomorrow night and have a live Q&A. That's the purpose of the Periscope. It allows us to see each other from a live broadcast, but also share information, questions that you may have that I can answer right here on the spot, information or comments that you like to make that may be beneficial for someone else. And so this is day one of all this week, dealing with obstacles, but more importantly, the encouragement or lack of when we're trying to overcome obstacles. If you don't have any obstacles, if you've never had any obstacles, then you probably don't want to watch these videos for this week. But if you do, I want you to tune in, because we're going to have some really good information on how to overcome obstacles, beat those odds, meet and defeat those challenges, and get what you want out of life. Okay, if there's no questions, no comments, I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. You can catch us, as always, on DrAngeloReynolds.com, all the social media. We get a chance to look at the videos on YouTube. If we don't have any questions now, we'll see you all tomorrow. And if it's God's willing, I will be with you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. But until tomorrow, I want you to think about how to love someone, how to embrace love, how to bring joy and peace to others. But most importantly, how are you going to get yourself in gear to make a difference in the world? And you begin to do that starting with you. You have the power. Let's do it together. We'll see you tomorrow if it's God willing. Good night.